Big story. The State Capture Commission's legal team is expected to continue with putting ESKOM-related documents on the record when the public hearings continues. Yesterday, Senior Counsel Vincent Maleka said the commission would interrogate a transaction between ESKOM and a Chinese asset management company called Wa-Rong. Maleka said that the Wa-Rong transaction possessed elements of corruption and state capture, but has never been investigated. He also added that the commission needs to probe contractual relations between ESKOM, McKinsey, and the Gupta-owned Tageta Mineral Resources. Maleka said the commission will interrogate all the findings made by the previous investigations into ESKOM, including that of the former public protector Thuli Madonsela. He said the second part of the gaps analysis will also look at transactions that were affected by corruption but never investigated. The chairperson of the ESKOM board, Jabu Mabuza, is scheduled to appear before the State Capture Commission of Inquiry tomorrow. Okay, let's get more on the story now, and we say hello to Mzwandile Mbeje, our senior political reporter, who's in studio this morning. Mzwandile, lovely to have you on set. Thank you very much indeed for your time. Okay. These ESKOM-related documents, it's seemingly going to take 2 days to put on the record. What is in there?
Well, Blaine, this is a foretaste of things to come. I think for the next 2 weeks, South Africa will be led into the world of ESKOM, how ESKOM operated. So the kind of, not only the operations, but some of the wrongdoings, the kind of transactions, the kinds of deals that were struck, the people who were involved. So, and this will be relied upon from a number of sources. I mean, the reason it's taking 2 days to put those reports on record, because it's such a lot of things. I mean, plain. So from the parliamentary inquiry to the reports that happened, I mean, way in 2008, I remember when the first load shedding happened. Actually, the next 2 weeks will also give us an insight into what is causing this load shedding, who ignored the advice, because they were told, the executives at some point were told that this was coming. And of course, the issue relating to the Guptas and their purported capture of ESKOM. So what happened there? So this is basically what is happening right now. So they are tabling all those reports, basically saying to the chairperson, hey, chairperson, this is how we'll conduct our investigation. But we just want South Africans to have an idea, what will we be relying on? So, as I've said, there are so many reports, the very own ESKOM reports, because they are current and past reports that have been saying a lot of things about this very this very power utility.
And not only South Africans, but international observers as well. I saw a report yesterday on international media with regards to the issues of ESKOM and the splitting of the three entities, the worries and the concerns about job losses. All those issues are playing out in the international scene. Jabu Mabuza is likely to take the stand on Friday, tomorrow. What can we expect?
Well, remember, Jabu Mabuza is the current chairperson of ESKOM, and he is expected really to tell the commission. So when they were appointed, I think they were appointed to that to the board, I think last year. So he is expected, Blaine, to share with the commission when they took over. What is it that they found there? So what are the measures they are putting in place? So how deep was the rot? I mean, there was a point where South Africans thought load shedding was gone. But I mean, you and I can attest that that is actually not the case. So that is the kind of insight that the chairperson actually is set for 2 days. And remember, 2 days could become 3 days or even a week, depending on the kind of information that he'll be providing to the commission. So he's basically expected to lay out the picture. So how does ESKOM operate? Why does ESKOM find itself in such difficulties? I mean, you know, the finance minister yesterday had to step in, and of course it doesn't go down well with the international ratings, because they are a drain on the fiscus and really an impediment in terms of the country wanting to grow.
Just very quickly, Mzwai, have you heard anything with regards to when we can expect IPOD head Robert McBride to come and testify?
Not yet. Remember, this inquiry, the ESKOM inquiry, will take 2 2 weeks.
Okay.
And within that 2 weeks, there will also be, I may just add, former Minister Trevor Manuel. So on the 28th,
okay,
he will come there, but not necessarily on issues relating to ESKOM, but he will come there to talk about the issue of cabinet appointments. Remember, he also wrote to the commission to say he also wants to state his case. So it will take 2 weeks, the ESKOM, and then after that, then they will probably then indicate to us who else or what else will be happening. That's probably Mr. McBride, who was ready even last week to come before the commission. So he probably will be ready by then.
Okay. Mzwandile Mbeje, as always, great insight. And Mzwandile Mbeje is our senior political reporter. Now,